They say time heals everything, but losing my mom didn't just leave a wound, it left a hole that no one could ever fill. Except my dad tried. He remarried 2 years after Mom died. Her name was Camilla. She had that perfect suburban dream look, manicured nails, endless smiles, always dressed like she was auditioning for a lifestyle commercial. At first, I wanted to like her. I really did. She baked cookies, redecorated the house, and insisted I call her Mom. But something in me knew she wasn't doing it out of love. She was performing. Dad was head over heels, blinded by her sweetness. But I saw the cracks early. She'd flinch whenever my mom's name came up. She'd replace family photos with her own, even changed the Wi-Fi name from the Morgan family to Camilla's Castle. I was 17 when I caught her in the act, late one night, sneaking into my mom's jewelry box. She thought I was asleep, but I'd been watching. She took out Mom's diamond bracelet, the one Dad gave her on their 10th anniversary, and slipped it into her purse. I confronted her. "What are you doing?" She froze, then smiled that fake sugary smile. "Oh, honey, I was just cleaning it for you." Cleaning it? At midnight, next morning the bracelet was gone. When I told Dad, he didn't believe me. He said I was still processing grief and needed to give Camilla a chance. That hurt more than anything, because I realized I'd lost both parents, one to death, the other to delusion. After that, I stopped fighting. I focused on school, work, and getting out. But Camilla wasn't done. Over the next year, she drained Dad's trust, sold Mom's art, and whispered poison into his ear about how ungrateful I was, how toxic the house felt with me around. By the time I turned 19, she'd convinced him to kick me out. She hugged me at the door and whispered, "Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll take good care of your father." That smile burned into my mind. 2 years passed. I didn't visit, didn't call. I worked double shifts at a diner, saved enough to get my own small apartment. Then one morning, I got a call from an unknown number. It was the hospital. My dad had suffered a stroke. When I got there, Camilla was already sitting beside him, fake crying into a tissue. The moment she saw me, her expression changed. "Oh, you came," she said coldly. "Of course I came," I snapped. "He's my father." But when I tried to talk to him, she interrupted every sentence, speaking for him, acting like his gatekeeper. Then the doctor walked in with news. "Your father's estate needs a new power of attorney, since he's unable to sign documents right now." Before I could speak, Camilla jumped in. "Oh, I already took care of it. I have full control." My heart stopped. I demanded proof, and she smirked, pulling out a folder. Inside were papers with my dad's shaky signature. Except one thing didn't add up. The date. It was signed 2 days after his stroke. Meaning, he couldn't have possibly signed it. I played it cool. "Wow, you really handle everything, don't you, Camilla?" She smiled proudly. That's what good wives do. But in my head, a plan was already forming. When I got home, I called a friend from college who'd become a paralegal. I told her everything: the signature, the missing jewelry, the suspicious documents. She ran a quick check. And what she found made my stomach turn. Camilla had transferred $250,000 from Dad's business account into a shell company under her maiden name. That was all I needed. Over the next week, I played dumb, visited often, pretended to get along. Meanwhile, I installed a small audio recorder in her purse during one of her crying sessions at the hospital. 3 days later, I had what I needed: a recording of her bragging to a friend on the phone. "By the time he's gone, I'll have every cent. The idiot's son won't get a dime." I sent the file straight to my friend and an attorney Dad once trusted. Within a week, The court froze all transactions and summoned her for questioning. When she realized what I'd done, she came storming into the hospital room. "You little snake! You ruined everything!" I looked her dead in the eye. "No, Camilla, you did that yourself." The following month, her fraud was confirmed. She faced charges for forgery, financial abuse, and exploitation of a dependent adult. Dad's accounts were restored. The jewelry she sold was tracked and returned. When he recovered enough to speak, I showed him the proof. Her confession, her fake company, everything. He broke down, crying. "I'm so sorry, son. I should have believed you." I just held his hand, because anger wasn't what I felt anymore, just sadness, for the man who trusted the wrong woman. Camilla went to prison for 3 years. When she was sentenced, I didn't attend. I'd already moved on. Now, every morning when I walk through Dad's garden, Mom's favorite roses blooming again. I know one thing for sure. You can't replace a real mother, and you can't fake love forever. So here's my message. If someone tries to rewrite your family's story, write your own ending instead. Because revenge isn't always about payback. Sometimes, it's about restoring what was stolen, quietly and completely. And I did.